Good morning, dear students. Today, from the smart charts, we will learn a new thing, bar graph. I think most of you know what is a bar graph, but we just recapitulate what we already know. Now, a bar graph can be defined as a chart or a graphical representation of data, quantities, or numbers using bars or strips. Generally, these bars are rectangular in shape. See the solved example that we are going to solve in the bar. If you observe the bar graph, you can very well observe that they are rectangular in shape and their thickness is same. That means you consider over here, see the thickness over here, this thickness, this, this. All the 5 bars, their thickness is same. So in case of a bar graph, this is also a characteristic that the thickness of the bars or the rectangulars, whatever you may say, is always same for that particular bar graph. Now, as you know, we are going to solve a bar graph based question. See students that while drawing a bar graph, we have to consider the two axes. X-axis along horizontal, that is sleeping line, and y-axis along vertical, called the standing line, as you know till now. Okay. Now, along the horizontal part, one of the coordinates would be taken. That means one of the part to be considered, and along the vertical line, another coordinates is to be taken. Along the horizontal part, we have chosen the weeks, and along the vertical part, we have chosen the number of bed sheets sold in that respective week. See student, you must remember that along x-axis, the different types of items or their variations are to be recorded, and along the y-axis, the counting or the numbers, whatever you may call them, that would be recorded. Okay. Now, coming to question number 1. Observe the following bar graph and answer the following questions. This is general thing for any kind of bar graph or the pictograph that you have done. See that it has been told the number of bed sheets sold in each week of a month is given in the bar graph below. We consider that this is the number of bed sheets these bars represent for a particular month in the 5 weeks of the month. We consider there are 5 weeks in that particular month, and in those 5 weeks, the number of bed sheets sold, this has been recorded. Now, as you can see, in the first week, 600 bed sheets. In the second week, I write over here for a while 600. In the second week, if I zoom it, wait, let me just zoom it and then I'll write. Now, if we zoom more, as you can see, now you observe 600 in case of the first week. See, we come over here. If you look from here, 850. Why? 800 has already been crossed, and this bar just comes in between 800 and 900. As you know, the intermediate line is the average of the two numbers over here. So you can see that it has just touched 850. So number of bed sheets sold in the second week is 850. Then we move a bit. The number of bed sheets sold in third week, it is 300. So now I can write 600. Here I write 850. I write here 700. Now I move a bit more. Now if you observe from here, the number of bed sheets sold in the fourth week, it is 300. And the number of bed sheets sold here is 900. So these are your comparisons. 600 in the first week, 850 in the second week, 700 in the third week, 300 in the fourth week, and 900 in the fifth week. Now, in this manner, you can just see that these are the number of bed sheets sold in the respective weeks. Okay, now let me zoom it till the 100%. Now, let us move to the question part. Now see, the first question is find the number of bed sheets sold in each of the weeks. Now, same thing you have done for the pictograph. Here also you find out the number of bed sheets sold in each of the weeks. See that in the first week it is 600, second week 850, third week 700, fourth week 300, and fifth week 900. So, if this question is also not asked in a particular question, still I'll advise students you must find this out in any of the bar graphs given, because if you find out them, then it would help you in other questions also. As we proceed, you can understand it. Now we come to question number B. Find the sum of number of bed sheets sold in the 5 weeks of the month. That means you have to just sum up these values and find out the number of bed sheets sold in the 5 weeks of the month. So you write them in this manner and add them up. 600 and 850 gives you 1450 plus 700, that means 2150, 300 more 2450, and 900 more means 3350. So at the end you can find out that in the 5 weeks of the month 3350 bed sheets were sold. Okay. Now we come to question number C. In which week was the maximum and minimum number of bed sheets sold? Now students, let me take you to this page over here. Now if we compare over here, you can see that in the 5th week, maximum number of bed sheets, that is 900, were sold, and in the 4th week, minimum number of bed sheets, that is 300, were sold. So what I told you earlier, that if you find out in the respective weeks the number of bed sheets sold, that will help you in other questions also. Now when we move over here, we will answer maximum number of bed sheets were sold in 5th week. Here I underline it with a different ink so that it becomes prominent for you. And the 5th week of the month, while minimum number of bed sheets were sold in the 4th week of the month. I underline it with a different ink. And now I move to question number D. Now in question number D, what I need to do, I have to find the difference in the sum of number of bed sheets sold in the odd weeks and the even weeks of the month. As you can see, there are more number of odd weeks. Odd weeks means, just let me give you one hint. Odd numbers means those which cannot be divided by 2. So generally it is the numbers 1, in counting numbers or natural numbers as you may say. This is 1, 3, 5, 7. So the odd weeks represents the 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, these weeks. Now here in the month, in this month, there are 3 odd weeks: 1st week, 3rd week, 5th week. Let me underline it. 1st week, 3rd week, 5th week. These are the 3 odd weeks, and I tick the even weeks, that is 2nd week and 4th week. So there are 3 odd, that means 3 odd and 2 even weeks. Now what we need to do, we first find out the sum of these 3 odd weeks, that means 600, 700 and 900. So we first find out the sum of the 3 odd weeks, 600, 700, 900, that gives us 2200. So the sum of number of bed sheets sold in odd weeks is 2200. Similarly, then we find out the sum of 850 and 300, that is the number of bed sheets sold in even weeks, and that gives us 1150. Now in order to find the difference, we need to subtract the values. So difference in number of bed sheets sold in odd weeks and even weeks are given by, you can see that number of bed sheets sold is more in odd weeks. So from 2200 you subtract 1150, and finally your answer will be 1050. So students, what you will do, you will just first observe the video lesson, then just write down this particular solved example for your classwork. Thank you students.